really large cause of stress. Thank you ever so much for listening to these videos. This video is going to be dedicated to trauma, physical stresses. Most of us would think that a physical stress is falling, bumps, scrapes, car crashes, even getting into fights. However, the biggest physical stress these days is actually just sitting. Something that we do all the time. There was a study done in Australia several years ago that found that the average Australian stood for just 45 minutes in a complete 24-hour day. So the majority of time we are just sitting. And I have some amazing studies and research that show how detrimental this is to our body. We know it's bad, but do we really know how bad it is? When we sit, the head comes forwards and it reverses the curve in our neck. If you have a reversal in the curve of your neck, there are studies to show that it can take 15 years off your life. 15 years is a long time. There's no wonder they call sitting the new smoking. So there are simple things that you can do to exponentially change this. Exercise, getting up and moving about is just one thing. But the simplest thing that I'd like to get across to you that you can do straight away is just stand up and sit back down every 20 minutes. It's so simple. It comes back to that cultural change we said, because a lot of us don't want to stand up and sit back down for fear of what our colleagues may think of us for doing so. But think about this. NASA did an amazing piece of research, and they simply showed that by standing up and sitting back down just every 20 minutes will put 3 quality years on the end of your life. So you can give yourself those 15 years back, and you can add another 3 quality years onto the end of it just by standing up and sitting back down every 20 minutes. The other simple thing that I'd implore you to change is how we use the modern day iPhone and tablet. A lot of us walk around with our head down on these devices. We'll sit down in the evening, head down on these devices. If you can just simply change the action from being here to higher up, you'll change how that neck curve is working, you'll change how the load is going through your spine, and massively change your health and reduce the trauma in the future. Some traumas are unavoidable. Bumps, scrapes, trips and falls certainly are. However, if you can do little things to the actions that you do most over the day, which is potentially sitting, then you can exponentially change the reduction of that stress upon your life in the future. So please remember, just stand up and sit back down every 20 minutes, and if you're using a handheld device, a phone, a tablet or whatever, just lift it up when you're doing so. And that will reduce the physical stress upon your body, the traumatic load, and that can exponentially improve your health in the future. Details more about what we do here at Epoch Lincoln will be after the video. Thank you ever so much for listening, and join us on the next one where we're going to be talking about